in an old shed was a rickety red car. He jumped in, pulled the starter, and roared out after the departing goblins. All through Toy Town they went, and out into the open country. Faster and faster they drove, up and down the country lanes. Noddy felt as though he were flying. Noddy landed just like a taxi driver. Yeah, that's what I'll be. I'll be Toy Town's taxi driver. The pink toy cat was waiting in the road. Are you a taxi driver? Yes, that is almost, Noddy said in a rush. I've just become one. I want to go to Toy Town Station, please. How much do you charge? 5 pence all the way there and back, Noddy said excitedly. I only want to go there. I don't want to come back. How much is it to go there and not back? Oh, I don't know. Noddy didn't know what to charge. You don't know? No, Noddy said miserably, nodding his head. I wish you wouldn't say no and nod your head. It's very muddling. Mr. Tubby Bear looked out of his house. Mr. Tubby Bear, the toy cat said, can you tell Noddy how much to charge if he takes me to the station and not back? Well, exactly the same as if you go back and not to the station, Mr. Tubby Bear said. Well, how can I go back if I haven't been there? Noddy felt more muddled than ever. Come on, I'm going to miss my train. The pink toy cat climbed into the car with some difficulty. She was large and the car was small. And then she left her tail hanging out over the side. Put your tail inside, toy cat. Noddy was so startled, he slammed his foot on the brake. The car stopped with a jerk, and the pink toy cat flew through the air and landed in the road. Oh, is that how you drive a car? She asked angrily. I'm sorry. Being a taxi driver wasn't going to be easy, after all. Hey, toy cat, Mr. Bear shouted again. Put your tail inside. I do wish people would mind their own business, the toy cat said snootily. It's my tail, and I can do what I like with it. Sally Sly waved them past. Ooh, she said. Mind how you go. The train was just coming in as they arrived. Hey, my hat's blown off. Stop, stop. You'll have to go and find it, said Mr. Tubby Bear's brother. I'm stuck. The hat was nowhere to be seen. Nowhere at all. Oh, I'm in trouble again, Noddy thought. The bear was very cross. Why you have such a silly small car? He growled at Noddy. Noddy was furious. My car is not silly and it's not small. It's you who's too fat. Please, sir, will you... Better than in the luggage rack. Hurry up now, the dog said. I don't want to miss my train. So Noddy hurried up. He drove as fast as the car would go. Hairless! And she marched off. Noddy tried to cheer himself up as he drove to Big Ear's house. But there really wasn't very much to be cheerful about. Instead of earning money, he owed it. So that's what they did. They drove into Toy Town, into the market square, and right into the middle of Toy Town Fair. Goodness, Noddy said. Oh. Noddy drove slowly through Toy Town, through the market square. Mr. Plod was busy directing the traffic. Oh dear, what does he mean? Now, does he mean left or right? Noddy thought that Mr. Plod had signalled him to the right. Mr. Plod had signalled him to the left.
You can't go that way,
He roared.
if you can't tell left from right, you'd better go to school.
That's the second time today I've been told to go to school, Noddy thought. Noddy's car was so full of parcels, he hardly had room to drive. Red for the toy shop, green for the station, yellow for the market. Mrs. Noah had marked the parcels very carefully.
Noddy,
Said a voice. Big Ear said.
follow me.
So that's what Noddy did. First they went square, directing Toy Town traffic.
I've been looking.
I'm rather frightened, Noddy said as they drove along.
No. Take care.
Mr. Wobbly Man waved farewell.
Get better soon.
Noddy dropped Tessie at home and then drove out to Big Ear's toadstool house. When they saw Mr. Plod, Noddy couldn't resist it. He drove round and round Mr. Plod, and as he drove, he made up a poem. I like your helmet, Mr. Plod. I like your funny nose. And if I peeped inside your boots, perhaps I'd like your toes. I like your big and boomy voice. I like your buttons bright. But, Mr. Plod, I would not like to dream of you at night. Mr. Plod wasn't a bit pleased.
Move along,
He shouted, but Noddy kept driving round and round.
I'm not a roundabout, I'll have you know. If you don't stop treating me as one, I'll have you for a traffic offence. I'll imprison you if you don't stop.
So Noddy stopped. Time to go home, you bumpy dog, he said. You've had your ride. Goodbye, Miss Plod. As fast as he could. Big Ears was sitting on a bench, a big bandage round his head. Jumbo was trying to pick bits of bicycle off himself, coming along at 60 miles an hour like that, never ringing his bell, and me with a basket full of eggs. What a mess, he grumbled. It was. There were smashed eggs. He drove the sacks to Red. He drove as silently as he could to Red Goblin Corner. When he got there, he switched off his... I cast a spell and magic Big Ears a new bicycle. Will you let me go? All right, Noddy said, but no more tricks. And he drove him to his house. So excited he could hardly drive. Do be careful, Big Ears kept saying. Taxi, taxi, Mr. Wobbly Man called. Can't stop, going to the seaside. Mind where you're going! But all Noddy minded was that they got to the seaside. Noddy was out, up the beach, and into his car.
Noddy! Do come back, Noddy! You'll drown!
But Noddy was already in the sea, and his little car was churning through the wind and the waves and the rain towards the boat. Have you got a rope? Noddy shouted. Here! Catch! Noddy tied it to the seat. Hold on! He called. slowly he towed the boat towards Big Ears and the beach. Big Ears was waiting for them. "Noddy, you're a hero," he said. The two teddy bears couldn't thank Noddy enough. The steering wheel. It hooted the hooter and got in Noddy's way whenever it could. And it pinched an apple. Luckily, Sam Skittle was at home. "Here? Come on, Noddy." The next, it was gone.